The governor warned lawmakers that things will be tight this year, but he presented a balanced budget that overcomes a previously projected $3 billion budget deficit. But the governor also had dire warnings about Washington. Governor J.B. Pritzker talking about a tight budget year ahead, but he spent a good part of his speech focusing on threats from the Trump administration.
I'm watching with a foreboding dread what is happening in our country right now.
The governor, who's expected to run for president, making frequent references to Nazi Germany as he criticized the president.
The authoritarian playbook is laid bare here. They point to a group of people who don't look like you and tell you to blame them for your problems.
Republicans left shocked.
Wow, this was a very political budget speech. Clearly, the governor is beginning his run for the presidential race.
The governor's budget calls for better access to higher education and allowing community colleges to offer four-year degrees in some areas. The governor also pushing for reducing the cost of prescription drug medication.
For us in the Illinois Legislative Black Caucus, we want to make sure that we're prioritizing our needs. We want to make sure that these critical programs and critical services do get funded.
And if Chicago is hoping for additional funds, that seems unlikely.
There's no new money, though. And I think the answer is going to be no across the board to a lot of projects.
There will also be cuts to funding for undocumented immigrants. But it was the governor's frequent comments about Nazis that caught many by surprise.
And if we don't want to repeat history, then for God's sake, in this moment, we better be strong enough to learn from it.
This is a state budget address. We're here to deal with Illinois issues, and to take it off the rails at the end there the way he did, I mean, absolutely ridiculous.
All politics aside, this budget by most accounts is going to be a very difficult one that is very likely to undergo many changes before it is finally finished up later this spring.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.